Try again.
Here we go. And we're back.
This is Rita.
And this is Tyler.
I almost said I was Tyler.
And this is the Neurospicy Babes podcast. Ready?
We're so glad you're here. Delicious.
Capri Sun are amazing.
Oh yeah. Sponsor us.
Sponsor us.
We
really truly need it.
We should actually start keeping track of how much money we spend on Capri Sun.
Okay, so I have this vague memory I think it was middle school. Someone, like, do you remember ever doing, like, duct tape wars, like, making things out of duct tape?
No. Okay. I don't like sticky things.
Okay, so anyway, at our high school, we did middle school. I don't even know what age. Here's Tyler again trying to figure out ages. Can't ever figure it out. But anyway, someone took a bunch of Capri Suns and sewed them together and made, like, a big blanket. Not a blanket,
Did
but,
they
like,
sew them or tape them?
sewed them.
I thought you said this was tape wars.
No, but, like, it was around that time period. Like, someone made, like, a purse or something. Like, we used to do duct tape wars, too. Okay. I made a tie.
Okay.
For my dad.
Okay. This is weird.
I also made a duct tape wallet.
Okay.
Okay. It was fun.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get started with some
highs
and lows.
Alrighty. So, yeah.
We're so spacey. What is your low?
My low is teacher salary sucks. And
yep.
And now we've kind of told the world that we're teachers.
Yep.
And it just sucks. And you can't live off it, and you can't support yourself, and you have to be reliable on either a trust fund or a savings or another person.
Yeah.
And I have none of them. So.
Yeah. And it's a real systemic problem in the field of education. I mean, turn on the news, teachers are leaving in droves for a lot of reason, pay being one of them. I mean, we both have our bachelor's degree. We're currently working on our master's, and we know a lot of other people who have less education than us, and they make a lot more than us. And not saying that, like, education is, like, end all be all, but, like, we spent a lot of money to get this degree and then licensure, and now we are not paid what we deserve. And it's really frustrating, especially when you love your job as much as we do.
And the fact that I have to, like, that this crosses my mind that I need to, like, find a new job even though I absolutely love my job.
Yeah.
Hurts and sucks.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to.
And you're good at your job. You're really good at your job.
And I don't want to have to find a new job, but, like I can't imagine having a family right now, or
yeah,
like single moms or anyone. Like,
yeah,
I have it pretty well off right now too.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's just an ongoing struggle. And, like, No Spend January we've been doing really good at that so far. Check out our TikToks. Not many confessions, and, like, I've hardly spent anything.
You've spent $10,
and I'm already in the hole.
Yeah, I don't know. You might be in a bucket
financially. So it's just like,
yeah,
I can't even, like, spend any fun money, and here we are again.
Yeah.
But anyway, so off to the high. I started my volleyball league this week.
Whoop whoop.
And it was so much fun. I haven't played volleyball with people in my same skill level for a long time. Like, I played a little bit before COVID with some pickup leagues, and I would say that matched my level. And yeah, it's just so much fun. And I just joined randomly with a bunch of girls. Didn't know any of them. And
did they all know each other previously?
Only 2 of them.
Oh, nice. That's great. So it's not just totally random.
No. And we all, like, click. Obviously, it's only day 1, but it just seems we're all older now, and there shouldn't be much of anything, and it's just so much fun.
That's awesome.
So that was probably my high. And then I have been trying to move my body and been going to CrossFit this week and did some heavy squats. And that's always fun when you get a new PR. So,
Ooh,
yeah.
that's nice.
How about your low, Rita?
I'm still just really struggling with the anxiety, which is not fun. It's just like a heavy weight on me, just like constantly. And I don't know, you probably noticed, like, I just keep apologizing and I need to stop, but I can't. Like, it's just where I'm at right now. So that's a bummer. And then also, I've been really freaking itchy. It's just like I have dry skin, and in the winter, like, there's always, I don't know, like, my dad just says, like, it's itchy season.
Oh, gosh.
It's just like, it's itchy season. Now we're talking about it. I'm so itchy. I'm just so itchy. And it just doesn't feel like it stops. And it's stupid.
Okay.
So, and I'm like religious about lotion. We're going to be talking about habits, and lotion is one of my habits. Like, I put like full body of lotion on in the morning and at night. Sometimes, other times too, if I'm really feeling it. And I put lotion on my hands constantly, but I'm just itchy. So that's a bummer. And then
how many times does Tyler put lotion on?
When other people do it for her.
Yes.
Okay.
Good answer.
And then my high is I made a really good soup this weekend.
What kind was the soup?
Cheesy chicken potato.
Yum.
Yeah.
Cheese and potato, best combination.
Yeah, it was really good. I really liked it. And so did my boyfriend, and then I had it for lunch for a couple days. So it was good.
It's always good when you got the leftovers.
Yeah. Yeah, and soup is like a leftover I really like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you're not much for leftovers.
No. But I think I've gotten better with them. I'm thinking, like, with some more perspective, I didn't like leftovers because when I was by myself, like, you would just eat the same thing over for like 5 days. Mm-hmm. And I can't do that. And now, like, 2 days of leftovers, totally manageable. Doesn't bother me. Mm-hmm. But
that's where I feel like I'm struggling too. Because to meal prep, obviously it's easiest to meal prep the same type of thing.
Yep.
But I don't want to eat the same thing.
I don't know how you do that.
I don't very often. Sometimes I do, but even that's, and then I get annoyed that I have to eat the same thing and don't want to eat it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I totally get that.
So good soup.
Nice.
But did you want ketchup or mustard?
Ketchup, please.
I hate that I can't catch you off guard anymore.
No, yeah.
I'm gonna try and be sneaky next time.
Okay.
What kind of ketchup do you have for us?
Okay, well, I have been feeling better, which is amazing, and
I haven't been feeling better.
Yeah. I meant like
physically.
Yeah, I meant physically. I mean, emotion. We're getting
mentally, do you feel a little better? Like, do you feel like your
better.
depression symptoms have like lessened?
Yeah.
That's good.
And I think that, like we said, routine has helped that.
Yeah.
And getting back, like, seeing the kids every day, like, they 100% make your day better.
Oh, yeah.
So, getting out of bed is still a real difficult task, but we were working on it. Anyway, but feeling better, like, physically wise. Goodness gracious. And, what was I saying?
I don't know.
Oh.
I'm barely here.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I've been feeling better physically, and we take it for granted. And I'm just thankful I'm feeling better. Okay, anyway. I started new meds today. I felt like that was a good transition.
Yeah. I think so.
Couldn't tell you how they're working yet. Let me know. And I'm trying to work on myself and like work on being alone. And like we talked a lot about New Year's stuff in the past episode, but looking forward now, and like especially like having an ADHD diagnosis, like what can I do to like simplify my life and help my brain. Obviously, medication is one, and we're just not there yet with all that. So I was thinking, like, what other things can I do to help myself?
Yep.
And I know some things we talked about, like taking less things off my plate or like combining several tasks into just one to simplify things.
Yep.
And
Yep.
Yep.
That's what I'm contributing this week. Yep.
And so I feel like I've been doing that with cleaning my room and like trying to keep it in order. I know it's only like a few days that I've done this, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
And it's in my head, so at least I'm thinking about it. And yeah, so I've been trying to work on myself and do things. I've already finished a book.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that was kind of fun. And I just, doing that. How about you? Anything good?
Honestly, I've just been floating around, kind of like your dad that one time. I've just been floating around. I feel like when I'm in this place, like I just don't like take things in and like
remember them
them and internalize them. And like I feel like part of that also is like with my journaling right now, it's like not it's probably like insane. It's probably just like
okay, so when do you journal?
I sometimes do it in the morning. Sometimes I do it right after school. Sometimes I do it. I don't do it every day.
But like when you do, it's just kind of random and it hits you. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you had like a routine.
Mm-mm.
Or if it was kind of, it's just when you're feeling it or what.
It's just when I'm feeling it and like when I have time and like I know myself well enough. Like I know when I need to sit down with my journal and then I do it. I never want it to be a thing where like I have to do it because that's not what it's for. Like it's for my mental health and yeah.
Nice. That makes sense.
And I've like, there's been points in my life where I'm like, I should be doing this every day. I should be doing it every day. And like, anytime I force myself to do that, it just makes me not want to do it at all. So that's a no. But yeah, right now it's not like I'm talking about specific things. It's literally just me being like, wow, I feel really anxious and I feel like everyone's mad at me. And yeah, just like it's very much like in my feels and which is great. Like I'm glad I'm getting it out, but it doesn't help me remember things. But I do remember we had a sleepover.
Yep.
And that was very fun, very needed.
It was a much needed
and
relaxing time.
I like we're full grown adults and we have summer parties and I love that. Like I think we've said it probably in an episode before, like just do whatever you want. Like societal rules are dumb. Do whatever you want. So like that was really good. I quite enjoyed that. Oh, I know what I did this weekend. It came to me. I went over my oh, it's actually funny. I went to my boyfriend's nephew's like middle school basketball game and I learned a lot about his family. So they're the kind of people you don't want to sit next to at a basketball game. A little aggressive. Thank goodness it's not my boyfriend. He's like embarrassed by the whole thing, and I'm like, what is happening? But
as you're like, sitting next to him.
Yeah. And I have like a very like jokey relationship with his dad. Like we just kind of like poke fun at each other and it's fun. I love it. And so I literally a couple times I was like, stop. Like, what are you doing? And Jim like tried to bat me away, but his dad like listened to me. I'm like, someone just has to tell him.
Yeah.
Like if nobody says anything, he's gonna just keep doing it. And like he's such a good guy. I love him. But like tell him when he's like doing something weird. Like we're at a middle school basketball game. It's not like he's mean. It's not like he's gonna like get kicked out of the game, but like
he just took it a little too far.
It's a little aggressive. Like no one else was.
It's not the NFL for basketball.
No,
what's
like NBA. The NFL for basketball. Certainly not that. No. And then after the basketball game, we went over and had lunch for his mom's birthday.
Fun.
So it was just fun, and his whole family was there, and yeah, it was a good time.
Nice.
And then
I have some news I'm looking forward to.
Can I do one more first?
Yeah.
I had my like dinner with Grams, and I love those. Like they just really bring me a lot of peace. And it was kind of a bummer. My boyfriend didn't get to go this week because he had a early call in for work or whatever. But it was still just like nice. And Grams cooked, and
That's always the best, right?
always the best. So good. Love it. So it's good.
Fun.
What are you looking forward to though?
So volleyball coaching, in addition to league, we have our first tournament this weekend.
That's gonna be so cool.
So I'm just excited to be full on coaching. Yes.
Do
you have a question?
I do have a question. Do people like watch?
Yes.
So do I get to come watch?
Yeah, of course.
When?
It's on Saturday.
You'll have to send me the schedule.
It's upstairs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You've been carrying it around all day. And I don't...
And I'm trying to read it and I don't understand what times we play.
You literally been carrying it around all day.
And I've been looking at it like, what time do we play? It doesn't tell me what time.
Okay, we can look at the schedule after the...
They send me the schedule and I'm reading it. I swear it's not the schedule.
Like, how many times would you say you looked at it today?
Probably like 25.
Nice.
Because I just keep like looking. Nothing's comprehending. I'm just looking.
Yeah.
But I'm like trying to.
Yeah. No, because every time I've seen you today, you've literally had it. And I've been confused about it all day. Now it's all clicking.
Yep. Still haven't figured it out.
Oh, that's funny.
Alrighty. So.
Should we... Do you remember what we were supposed to do? We're supposed to say it at the same time.
Yeah, but remember when we made the TikTok and then it sounded cringy? I don't think we can say things at the same time.
Fine. We're talking about habits.
Bad habits and good habits.
Why are you so happy? Oh,
okay, sorry. So, what is a habit? Why are you not happy?
I don't know.
Choose your own adventure. Balloon breath? Let's teach everyone. Okay, this is how you do balloon breath. You put your hands on your head.
Are your hands on your head? Put them on your head.
Unless you're driving.
Oh yeah, then don't.
Okay, make a big breath.
In through your nose.
Okay. And then let your balloon go. See, we made a balloon. And now we're going to like deflate it with letting it all out.
Through your mouth.
Yeah.
And
doesn't that feel amazing?
Yes. And like for it to really work, you have to do at least 3. And you have to do it slowly. Fast breath makes your brain more anxious. That's why I hyperventilate when I'm having panic attacks. Mm-hmm. So,
have you had any of those in the past week?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We're still there. We're getting better. Okay, so habits.
Oh yeah, a habit. A settled or regular tendency or practice, especially one that is hard to give up.
One more time for the slow listeners like me.
Okay. A settled or regular tendency or practice, especially one that is hard to give up.
So, habits can be good or bad.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they can also be neutral.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yes, neutral habits.
Yeah.
So, one book that I will reference is Atomic Habits. And if you have not read that book and you're interested in building habits or getting rid of habits, that is your first place to start. Mm-hmm. Atomic Habits. So good. I don't know the name of the author.
What was that podcast?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna tell
you had me. No, but can I say first?
Okay.
What was that podcast you had me listen to with the lady who was talking about the habits? And also, why did you have me listen to it?
I don't know. When was this? Like a long ass time ago?
It was a long ass time ago, but like I've never I listened to it and it was fine, but I've asked you like, why am I listening to this? Like, and you're like tried to explain it and I didn't get it. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna listen to it and then it'll be like,
you'll know why.
Then I'll figure it out. I listened to it.
Never figured it out.
Never figured it out.
Well, it's called Sad to Savage.
Okay.
So it's about
we follow her on Instagram.
Yeah, I like her.
Okay.
Her name is Shelby Sacco, and she was very depressed and went from sad to savage.
Oh, gosh.
But it all started with habit stacking and all that jazz. So, how do we make habits? They start with a cue. Do you have it right or am I wrong?
Yeah,
That's
no,
what
you're
I'm
right.
thinking. Okay.
Also, like, I feel like you are much more in this habit space because I think
I'm trying to build them.
with your ADHD, I think it's probably more difficult for you to build them because like if I want to like start a new habit, like I just have to figure out like a few things and then if I want to do it, I can do it.
Where it's not like you have to like build up to it.
Yeah.
So if you're like me and your brain works like that,
Okay. You're just so peppy right now. I'm so happy for you.
I'm not peppy.
You literally just said that in the most peppy way.
Okay. Well, I can't.
No, be peppy. Like I said, like that wasn't sarcastic. I'm happy for you to be happy.
Well, I'm not trying to be happy.
I want you to be happy. Be happy.
Oh, okay. A habit starts with a cue, and a cue can mean like a lot of different things. So it could be like when you start your car, that's the cue to start a song on your phone. Like we have cues without even knowing. We have cues in everyday life. Like brushing your teeth is a habit that some people have after they step into the bathroom, or she puts lotion on every time after she goes to the bathroom. The cue is going to the bathroom.
Well, it's washing my hands.
Washing your hands.
Because the soap dries them out.
So, yeah. So we have cues all around. It's just like you'd have to take time to think about like what's your cue to the certain task.
So like if you bite your nails, I don't bite my nails, but if you bite your nails and that's like a habit you want to stop, you might notice that your cue is like when you're bored or when you're impatient or you're
yeah, you have to like, so if you're trying to break a bad habit, you need to look at what the cue is. That's what you're going to need to change or replace.
Okay.
So you can either, so say biting your nails, if that's your bad habit that you're trying to break, you need to analyze it. Like, is it when you're bored? Is it when those type of things? And if you're not able to like decipher that, or you're not able to think about that, then the next route would be to change it with a healthy habit, something healthier or different. Could be, because not saying biting your nails isn't, I mean, if they want to bite their nails, they can bite their nails.
It could be a neutral habit if like it doesn't bother you and you're not like biting them too small.
Yeah. Like it could be every time you, but even then the cue needs to be more specific. Like when you look at your nails, does it make you bite them? So like when you look at your nails, then you're going to have to try and replace that with a new habit. Like when I look at my nails, I'm going to, I don't know, I don't bite my nails.
I don't know why that's the example that came to mind.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you
I know why it came to mind. I think it's a gross habit. Sorry if you bite your nails.
Yeah, there's gross habits. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the habit stacking you've mentioned?
So habit stacking, Shelby in that podcast that I mentioned talks a lot about it. And that's if you're trying to build, say like a morning routine or a night routine or different routines like that, that's when you're going to use habit stacking. So if you already have a route or you already have a habit of brushing your teeth every morning, you would habit stack that by every time you brush your teeth, that would be the cue. And the next habit would be flossing your teeth. And then the next habit would be after you floss, you're going to mouthwash and like so on. So it's just like building habits on top of each other, and they are each other's cues in a sense.
Sure.
So that's a easiest way to like build habits, but obviously it is hard to like break habits then too.
Yeah.
Because the cue is so far down, like the deep red cue.
Okay. Nice.
Yes. So how do we change them? The big way is to like find what the core cause of the habit. Like we said, if it's biting your nails, it's because you're bored. or you're anxious. So like you need to figure out how you can not be anxious
Mm-hmm.
or not bored. And then so that's one way, but some people don't like to get like deep with their emotions or their feels or like figure themselves out.
Mm.
So you might just want to replace the habit with a new habit. And that's probably the most simplest way.
Okay. Cool. What do you mean by like change the question?
Change the question? I think that was a mistype, and that's like change your habit.
Change the cue?
Yeah, you could change the cue. Well, I mean, you're changing the cue with it.
So what? We're stuck on this nail biting.
Yeah.
But if, like, I know some people, to like stop biting their nails, they start like doing them.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
A good tactic? I don't think that's a habit.
I think it is. Like, they stop chewing their nails because they always have their nails done. So they like get in the habit of always having their nails done.
Yeah, so I think you get in the habit of getting your nails done. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. That one's hard. What can we do one that we have? What's a habit you have? Tell me your deep dark habits.
Oh, I know. I wrote some down.
And I said I was ready, prepared, but I forgot to do these parts, so.
Yeah. One of my habits is like always just like throwing clothes on the floor.
So your habit is throwing clothes on the floor.
Yeah.
So your cue is when you take your clothes off.
Yeah.
So your cue is when you take your clothes off. The habit is you throw them on the floor. What you're trying to change is the clothes on the floor.
Yeah.
So either the cue is going to stay the same right now because your clothes have to come off at some point.
Okay.
So then you have to like change your habit. So either you're going to add a new cue and then say
so I take my clothes off and I like do a little jig or something. Like, what do I?
And now we're weird because now we're taking our clothes off.
You told me. I just looked at my list and.
Okay, so
tell me how to fix my habit. You know about habits.
I'm not an expert. Shelby Sacco is.
Okay.
But
doesn't she also have like a million siblings?
Quite a few.
Is that a fun fact?
Mm-hmm.
Because I listened to that. So. Okay. Did you send it to me because you think I have habits I need to fix?
No, I don't even remember sending it to you.
You made me listen to it.
That was like a year ago.
Okay, but I think about it every once in a while.
I would have to listen to the episode and then it will probably click.
Okay.
And I'll be like, oh.
Okay.
So find it. So resend it to me. I'll listen to it again.
Okay.
We'll go from there. God, maybe we should let them listen too to see if they have any.
Yeah.
Okay, so your clothes are on the floor. You need them not to be on the floor. Where do you want them to be?
I don't care if they're on the floor.
Well, then what the hell are we here
My boyfriend cares that they're on the floor.
Well, then...
Because, do you want to know why? Because, okay, first of all, it's annoying.
Yeah.
Like, they're on the floor. They're, like, in the way of everything, but I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
But he cares because I got him a basket because I didn't like when his clothes were on the floor. But his is easy because he just has, like, he wears, like, the same clothes all week long. And then, like, his work clothes, there's, like, a laundry service. So, like, he literally just, like, takes his work clothes off, puts it in the basket, and takes out, like, his outfit for the week.
Mm-hmm.
And I wear, like, up to 3 outfits every day. Sometimes more. Plus, sometimes I just, like, put something on in the morning and I don't like it, so I take it off.
Mm-hmm.
And it ends up on the floor. But again, I don't care.
Has he voiced his concerns?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's an issue.
Oh, it's an issue. So
okay, but it's an issue that's, like, totally makes sense because I literally made him stop putting his on the floor. He went ahead, changed that habit, and then I do it all the time. I'm such a hypocrite.
So you probably need a basket next to where you take your clothes off. Okay, I have a great example.
Okay.
Great example. It's not helping you, it helped me.
Oh.
So, in my bed, I'm a bed person, you know this.
Yep. Bed people unite.
Yeah. And I eat in my bed. I do everything in my bed. And there's always garbage on my nightstand, especially like when people are over, because like 2 of the people or more of the people.
Just keep talking. I'm just making a note for myself.
Okay. And so there's more people in the bed, and there's always garbage everywhere. Tons of garbage, tons of garbage, tons of garbage. And then you have to tell me what you're typing.
I'm just writing down. We need to remember, are you a bed person or a couch person?
Okay.
That's it.
So back to my habit. She's like, you need a bigger garbage can, and you need to put the garbage can next to your bed.
Oh, yeah.
And
I did tell you that.
Yeah. And so
I had to find the garbage can.
So do you see, like, that's the habit? That was the bad, not even a bad habit. That was something that needed help fixing. So we created, like, a new habit. So I moved my garbage can by my bed.
And now you just need the bigger one.
And now I just need the bigger one. But I've used it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, like.
There's not, like, honey all over the place now? No, there's a popsicle stick. Sorry.
Popsicle. My
stick.
popsicle leaked.
It was, like, I just touched her nightstand, and I was like, ew.
Well, this isn't quite the episode.
Sorry.
Yeah. We're just depressed and anxious over here, so. And I think I'm on the high right now of it all. Okay.
I need a basket to put my clothes in.
Yep.
We fixed my habit. Story. Actually, it's the fix that I gave my boyfriend.
Yeah. So should we tell him that he needs to give you a basket?
No, he'll give me an ugly one.
Okay, so what are your good habits?
Can I tell a story?
Sure.
One time
I need my weighted blanket around me.
It was, I think we were arguing about the clothes thing, and his clothes hamper's, like, in the bedroom. I thought it was ugly, so I thought it should go in the closet, so I just moved it. And he was like, you have to stop just moving stuff, because I just move it and I don't ask, which is rude. Like, he's totally right. But then, for, like, a week straight, I was like, fine, like, we don't have to keep it in the closet. He's like, it can go in the closet. You just can't, like, just move stuff all the time, which is totally reasonable. Mm-hmm. So for, like, a week, I would take it out of the closet and put it in the bedroom, and he would put it into the closet. And eventually it ended up in the bedroom, which, bummer. But for a week, we literally just moved it back and forth.
Do I know what's also funny about moving shit? So, their bed. So it's his house, and she moved in now.
Yeah.
And he's a male. No offense to the males, but.
Well, a little bit.
Okay, so his bed is like this much away from the back of the wall.
Yeah.
In addition to the nightstand, like this far away from the bed and the wall.
Yeah.
Like they're all floating everywhere.
Yeah. And I asked him about it, and he is like, well, do you want me to run into it? I was like, what? No. Like, why are you running into it? He's like, well, when it was right next to the bed, I ran into it every morning.
Yeah, because it's so far away from the freaking wall.
And now, so, yeah.
So every time me and our other friend come over, and we haven't slept in that bed for a while now,
no.
So we probably should move it today. But we move it back a little bit every time. I don't think he's noticed.
No. And he doesn't listen to the podcast, so this is great.
Yeah. We're fine. Okay, so back to habits.
Sorry. Detour.
What are your good habits?
I don't know.
I don't really know either.
Oh, I have good habits.
Okay.
I make the bed most mornings, and some people that's not important to, but me, I like getting into a made bed, and it's like, it makes me like feel good. I think it looks good. So like, that's a good habit I made.
So one thing I've been, again, thinking about the ADHD life in my brain, been trying to like less complicate my life, basically.
Yep.
And if I make my bed, or at least it doesn't need to be freshly made to a T, but if it's put together, say, when I leave, that's going to help me out when I come back. So that's what I've been trying to do this week too.
Yeah.
In addition to my clothes on the floor. So I'm like, all these little things, it's only going to help me.
Yeah.
So why am I not doing them?
Yeah.
So I'm
For
also
sure.
also trying to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. And even like today, it's not like perfectly nicely made, but I did like fix it. So
Fix
like
the blanket so it's not just a jumbled mess when you
crazy.
get in there.
Yeah. So like if I wake up late, that is something that slacks a little bit, but I still kind of do it.
Mhm.
So it's, I don't know, it's a habit. Like I always do something with the bed in the morning. Um, Flossing. I just went to the dentist one day and he was like, "You really need to floss." And I was like, "I hate flossing. I'm gonna be honest with you." And he was like, "Have you tried those little like flosser things?" I was like, "Yeah, I mean, I have them, but like, aren't they really bad for like the environment and stuff?" And he was like, "You know what? You're one person. You have one set of teeth and just put them everywhere." So I did. Like I had them in my car, I had them in my purse, I had them in my backpack I bring to school, I had them beside my bed, I had them in my bathroom. And I just had them everywhere so that I would just like start doing it. And then I slowly transitioned to I just do it every morning after I brush my teeth.
Nice. So
So
now that's a
yeah,
habit.
yeah. And so
Love
that's
it.
a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I floss, but I don't use real floss. I use the little thingamajiggers, and that's okay because
Oh, of
it's
course.
what I needed to do.
Well, like when I asked my dentist, because I said the same type of thing. Like, I mean, I have the little fingers. I'm not gonna actually floss,
Yeah,
and they're like, it's better than nothing.
yeah,
So
exactly, exactly.
makes sense.
Another good one. I'm like really good about like putting away technology when it's like not serving me.
Yeah.
Like right now, when I've been anxious, like being on technology more, like on social media and everything, makes me sort of anxious. So like I put it away, and I don't like have a problem doing that. I think that's a good habit.
Mm-hmm.
And then also,
I have
always eating breakfast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. I would say one that just comes to me right off the bat is like feeling my body, especially like after working out, has become a habit of like getting in protein and food nutrition after working out, and like it's just a constant, like it's just something I don't even think about. I always have some type of meal right directly after.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, they're so hard to think of when you're not conscious about them, which is sad because we should. They're such good things.
But that's the thing about a habit is you shouldn't have to think about it. Like it should be so
True.
habitual that you just do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's when you truly have a good habit.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I don't wake up in the morning and go like, okay, well I need to brush my teeth, need to floss. Like those are things that I just do
Because they're habits.
Yeah.
I'd say like my hair routine. Pretty good, solid routine now.
Yeah.
And like you just know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't think of any other good ones right now.
That's okay. We've had a lot of detours.
Yeah.
We should probably get a move on.
Sorry, folks. This is a wild ride.
So what are your bad
habits we want to change, right?
Habits we want to change.
So one I want to change is like scrolling at night. And I'd like to replace it with like reading, journaling, or drawing or something.
Yeah.
Just less screen time. Because we both have insomnia. And I'm obviously, technology is probably part of it.
Yeah.
Do you have any good ones?
I've been talking about like my shower. I think what I really need is I have a hair appointment at the end of the month, and I'm just gonna talk to her. We're gonna figure it out, and I'm gonna make my routine with that. Another one I'm working on is my I have to like blow into a straw for like speech therapy or whatever in the morning and at night. So I'm still working on like solidifying that. And then I want to figure out some ways to move my body more without like triggering past like overworking out.
Mm-hmm.
But also like I don't want to spend money and I don't know. So that's a work in progress.
Yeah. I also am trying to figure out like a night routine and a morning routine. Right now I feel like the night routine has been a lot easier for me. Like, and it's hard too when my schedule's so different, and like spending time with friends, spending time at home, or different things, like it's hard to like continue that night routine when I'm trying to build it right now.
Yeah.
And like it's a lot of variable changing or time
Well,
difference.
remember when I like went to the dermatologist and like I had my new face thing? And I was like, I told you guys, I was like, do not let me go to sleep without washing my face.
Mm-hmm.
Do that. Tell us. We
Mhm.
won't let you.
Yeah.
I will block you from the bed.
Yeah. Well,
You're stronger than me, but I will try. And I think you would give in pretty easily.
But like, okay, so the night routine, it's kind of working. It's going well for me right now. Again, we're just a few days into it, but it's the thought that counts. The morning routine, F that.
Well, you have, before you can work on your morning routine, you have to figure out how to get out of bed.
I know, and I don't know how. I thought having a night routine, because I would set things out. I'd set my backpack out, set my clothes right there. You'd be like, oh no, you know what goes through my brain? Oh, everything's ready to go. I can sleep in.
That's funny.
Yeah, so it literally takes me less time to get ready now.
Well, that's good.
No, it's not, because I want to get up earlier.
Why do you want to get up earlier?
Because I get up 5 minutes, 6 minutes before I have to walk out the door.
What if that's just you? What if that's life?
I don't think I want that life.
Why? What do you want to be doing differently?
Well, I want to like get up in the morning and eat breakfast and not eat it in the car and like actually like do my hair maybe. Like sometimes I want to.
Okay, well, you just need like 15 more minutes.
Yeah.
So you can do that. It'll take time. It's okay.
Okay. Slowly but surely.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna work on that.
Yeah. So I want to work on not throwing my clothes on the floor because it's rude.
Hypocrite.
Yep. Spending mindlessly. This is the year that I really take control of my finances.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I agree.
And then
because we're adulting. Like,
yes.
We're not able, like, you know, when you're young and dumb and you're just like, yeah, we're adults now. Like,
Yep.
we have to kick it into gear.
Yep. And it's something I've slowly worked on, but this year is like the year that I control the money. Like, money does not control me.
That's a good quote.
Write it down. And then the other one I want to do is remembering to close stuff. So I'm realizing that this is actually a problem I've had for a long time, but I didn't like know it was a problem until I lived with someone else, and like I just don't close things.
Yeah, me too.
Like I don't close my water bottle. I don't close like a bag of mini M&Ms. I don't close the cupboard. I'm just not closing anything. I'm not closing the dishwasher. Like nothing is getting closed ever. And like it's always been a problem. Like I'm always spilling stuff. I'm always running into stuff. And I was just like, this is just my life.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's a little bit my life. But it doesn't have to be
so abrupt.
So abrupt. Like the other day in the morning, I left the dishwasher open, and my boyfriend literally got a big bruise on his shin because he just like walks in and like puts his stuff in the closet, then turns the corner and just boom.
Mm-hmm. Or
like he opens the cupboard and I didn't close the mini M&Ms and they're everywhere. We're still finding them. Like this is just stuff that could be like so easily avoided if I literally took half a second, not even, to just close it, just close it.
So when I lived with my previous boyfriend, I would like half close things.
Yep, I'll do that too.
Like ranch or different things or something that you can just take. He'd like grab it by the cap.
Yep.
And then it would just, and I'm like, I don't need, like, it's just so unconscious.
Yeah.
But it would happen all the freaking time.
And it was like, I like subconsciously knew I'd do it. So I wouldn't pick it up by the cap.
Yeah, why would you pick it up by the cap?
Yeah.
I know that I only
have. Or why would you just take it and go, troop? Like.
I'm sorry to pause, but I have to pee.
Oh, okay.
Yep, we gotta start closing shit.
All right. Speaking of shit.
Deep shit.
Oh
yeah, I forgot to think.
Oh. How can I best support you in this chapter in your life?
Um,
Oh my gosh, I just put it together. This is Red Table Talk. So this is like Jada Smith, right? Oh, okay. I got excited.
I guess one thing, and I think it will benefit us both, is if we aren't so impulsive with our spending.
Yeah,
and
I
like
think that's
hype each
we
other
gotta
up about
tag
it.
team about
Mhm.
that for sure.
Because we tag team
No
with our
spend
spending.
January. Oh
We
yeah,
take team with our spending. Like we're
Yeah.
like, should we buy this? Duh.
we go to Target and like fill up a cart on accident.
Yeah, and we're like, duh, we need it, but we just gotta like,
No, we don't.
no. So
Yep.
I think that would help me and you. So like,
Yeah.
it's a double benefit.
Yeah.
Any for you that you can think of?
Yeah, so like I'm in a real anxious spot.
Mm-hmm.
So just reminding me that you're not mad at me. That's literally just what I need right now.
Okay.
Like,
Hey Rita,
yeah,
I'm not mad at you.
thank God.
I've never been mad at you.
Okay, good.
Like ever.
Really?
No.
Okay.
No. I can't even think of a time
Okay.
I've
that's
been
good.
mad at you.
Okay.
Goodness. Yeah. Mental
Yeah.
health is fun.
Yeah, that's the biggest one right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was saying thinking the financial
Mm-hmm.
stuff too. I think that's the biggest one.
Yeah, I think those are good ones though.
Yeah.
I was telling Rita that I just watched this TikTok of it was two friends who sat down and wrote goals for each other.
Mm.
And it kind of goes along with this card.
Yeah.
And I think it's so cool to do because we need to tell our people what we need from them.
Yeah.
And like tell someone how they can help
Yeah.
you in life. So
I love that.
I think it's important to do.
Perfect. So, what are you reading, watching, or listening to?
Okay, so I was like, it was one of our sleepovers. I was like, I need a good book to read, and Rita's like, I'll find one. Here you are. Bought it. Now I read it, and I was like, she was like, this is the one you need to read for this time in your life right now, or like this is a good fit for you. And I liked how she said that because like the whole time I'm like, yeah. As I'm reading it, I'm like, yeah. This is perfect for me. Like I needed to read this book.
I'm so happy.
Yeah, I loved it. And it was definitely like the point in my life where I'm at right now. It's like what I needed to listen because I listened. But it's called Maybe in Another Life by Taylor Jenkins Reid.
Yes.
I did it.
Yes, you did.
And I loved that I love when books have two different perspectives.
Mm-hmm.
But this one, it was two different perspectives, and she was in like two different dimensions, basically.
Like two different universes. Like it's just she like is at a point in her life and she makes a decision, but then in the other chapter she makes the opposite decision.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just shows how her life plays out with either decisions
and how it ends up great.
Yeah, like both it ends up good. Like it's hard to sometimes look at your life when you like have all these decisions and you can look back and be like, well, what would have happened? Yeah, like other good things could have happened, different things could have happened. But, like it's all gonna end up okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like it really is.
Yeah.
So
and I'm a big believer in like I constantly try and remind myself like everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
Like I know that phrase is cheesy, but like I do really like it because everything does happen for a reason, and there is good in shitty situations eventually.
Yep.
And like you might not find it for a while, but like there is something good going to come out of it, or a lesson or some type of thing that is probably there for a reason.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It was just a perfect book and exactly what I needed. So
yeah. And it's just a good book in general too. Yeah. Glad you loved it.
Yeah. And then I'm also reading, we're in a book club of Buy Yourself the Fucking Lilies. And it's I feel like the perfect New Year book, like fresh restart, get your brain on track for like your mental health, your financial health, your stress, like all the different categories you need to like think about in your life. It just gave like a refreshing reminder
Yep.
and like things to think about, or
And like
how you
she
can
has an
change.
interesting like writing style where she's just saying like it's very conversational. Like it's not like highbrow, like this is what you need to do, steps 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
She's like, yo girl, you got this. Like da 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 da.
Buy yourself the fucking lilies.
Yeah. No. So it's really great. And it's just a fun writing style. I've enjoyed it so far.
It's a self-help book. So
yeah.
It's kind of nice though. And then I haven't figured out my next book I'm going to read. So you should probably recommend me another one.
I can do that.
And then I've just been listening to a bunch of podcasts in the meantime. I just posted a bunch on the Instagram, so you should just check those out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched my sports one, or listened to my sports one. I listened to How to Be Single. That's always fun. Psychology of Your 20s. I listened to... Oh, I watched this really cool show. It's called The Human something. It's on Netflix. It's a documentary. And they talked about amputations. And my uncle has an amputation, an arm amputation, and he has the prosthetic. And it was just really cool to like see the actual science behind how a prosthetic works and like the new technology and science within it. And especially like having my uncle and seeing it work constantly and like going through the stages of the amputation and like different things along with that. The show was insane, blew my mind. But I think it's just because I'm not educated in science and stuff.
But
it was
I mean,
so
I
fun.
can't say I know a lot about.
Yeah, and then just having that like connection of my uncle and like thinking about how it affects his world. Like in the show, the person had a prosthetic, and they were able to connect it to basically make a fake nerve, and he was able to feel touch, like someone else's touch. And I need to have a conversation with my uncle. Like I want to ask him like what is the steps where he's able to like or can he? I mean, who knows? Could be a different part of the because they built like a fake. They didn't build it. They like trained a nerve to do it. It blew my mind.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'll have to post it. I don't know what it's called. Human something.
Yeah. Okay.
What are you reading history?
Whatever you just said.
We were doing rhyming today.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Nice. So I'm reading By the Fucking Lilies. Very, very good. I just finished Carrie Soto is Back. It was really good. I read it really fast. And it's another Taylor Jenkins Reid's book. I've read all of her books that she has out now, which is fun. But also sad because like it's a go-to.
And now you're
done. Yeah. But she'll come out with more. She's very popular right now. And then I just rewatched The Queen's Gambit.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Are you mad at me?
Just because I'm about to yawn too.
Okay. Okay. But I just rewatched The Queen's Gambit on Netflix, and I remember how much I love that show. Like it's really good. So that was fun. And then I've been catching up on some Hysteria podcast episodes. I was a little behind, so I'm all caught up now. So those are good. And the new AI episode is out now. It came out now, so I haven't listened to it yet, but I'm
now it's ready for you.
This week. Now it's ready for me. So
they're probably gonna leave you with a cliffhanger.
Probably.
We should leave them with a cliffhanger.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Well, I don't have one.
We're not to the end yet.
Okay.
So just think on it. What is something new you're doing for yourself?
Something new I'm doing for myself is my night routine. I just posted
we talked about those.
Yeah. And then I've eaten breakfast too. So it's not like what I want my breakfast routine to look like, but it's something in my stomach and I'm not skipping a meal. So
Nice.
It's helping. Something.
Yeah.
How about yourself?
Being better with money.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I work on the clothes. So
What clothes thing?
not throwing them on the floor.
Okay,
Yeah. So that's it.
That's the podcast.
Except for I have this story that you don't get to hear until next week. Bye.
That was abrupt.
Well, yeah, it's supposed to be a cliffhanger.
Oh, okay.
Because then you end the podcast right there, but not actually, because we're going to say goodbye.
I was going to say, we didn't say goodbye.
I know.
That would have been sad.
Okay.
I wanted to tell them that this was quite the podcast.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but I feel better after doing it. I started off very, like, zoned out, and then I got just a little goofy, and now I'm feeling pretty chill.
Yeah.
And I'm ready for supper.
Yeah, I'm very hungry.
Yep, my stomach's been growling.
Yep.
I'm sad that the microphone doesn't pick up my stomach growls.
Yeah, because half the time when we, like, pause and we're, like, saying, like, it's because her stomach is growling.
Yeah, I make noises.
And it's very loud out here, but clearly it never picks up on the microphone.
Yeah. So, anyway.
Yeah, that was that.
Goodbye.
And we'll see you next time.
We love you.
Peace
and Instagram, Facebook,
TikTok,
Spotify playlists.
And Rita made a Snapchat.
Did I though? Nobody knows. Bye.